Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my NCAA 14 Dynasty with the Florida Gators. We did finish 10-4, which was better than our 9-5 season last year. So it wasn't a big improvement, but one extra win really makes a difference. As you can see, we are ranked 12th instead of 19th compared to last year. We did fall out of the rankings for a while, so that was kind of a bummer, but overall I think we had a pretty good season, and I'm looking to take us to an undefeated season next year. As you can see here on the right side of the screen, Cody Riggs did get the award for the best returner, and he had an awesome senior season. Let's see if we can look at more info here. He did have 60 tackles, so I think he was close to leading the league in tackles as well. 16 tackles for loss, 4 quarterback sacks, 0 interceptions. I don't know why I said this weird. Anyways, let's move on to coach contract. As you can see, I do have a job security of 100%, so there's probably no doubt that I'm going to be here next year. I know I kind of brought that up before. The All-American players will switch to the All-SEC. As you can see, we did have Matt Jones, Garcia, Bullard, Orr, Morrison, Riggs, and Showers all in the first team All-Americans, so that's really awesome. We also have Green and Gorman from on the second team, so a lot of All-Americans this year. That's awesome. I'm glad those guys had a great season. I know we could have wished for better. Matt Jones did fall 17th in the rankings for the NCAA rushing leaders, and he was also 208th on receiving leaders, so not a bad season for him. I think he's a junior, so we may see him again, or I may let him go because I would like to pick him up in my Madden franchise. As you can see, Morrison, Riggs, and Showers, all three of those guys led the NCAA in tackles this year, so a lot of good players on defense. Bullard, sacks, 13 overall, so that's just awesome. We had a really good year defensive on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, we struggled a little bit on the offense, and we did have some games where we didn't do so great on offense or defense, so that cost us 4 losses apparently. So hopefully we can go undefeated next year. That's what I'm really wanting to do, and I'm going to go ahead and advance the week, and I'll be right back, guys. As you can see here are the coach news. We did have a player that won the best return award, win a bowl game, forced 20 turnovers, earn a BCS bowl bid, school record for sacks, which was 13, 50 touchdowns on the season. We also won a conference championship. I forgot to mention that before. We did win the SEC championship, which we lost last year. We was up for grabs on it and just couldn't pull it off, so I'm glad we won it this year. We ranked first in rushing yards allowed. Like I said, we did have a good year defensively. 3 consecutive wins, first team All-American, earn a bowl bid, beat a top 5 team, win a game. That's funny that's even in there. Anyway, second team All-American, ranked top 10 in rushing touchdowns. We did have an ESPN Classic game, which could have been against Louisville, because I know we only beat them by 1 point. I can't remember which game it actually gave it to us on, but beat a top 10 team, ranked top 10 in sacks, first team All-Conference, second team All-Conference, opponent under 150 rushing yards, beat a rival school, 10 first downs, 100% red zone efficiency, freshman All-Americans, be ranked in the top 25, score 21 or more points, opponent under 300 yards passing, more than 3 sacks in a game, pass completion over 50%, force a turnover and rush for 100 yards, third down conversions, more than 4 in a game, score a touchdown. So that's just a little bit on what we accomplished this year. So, overall, I think we had a really good season. Okay, so it's actually giving me a contract extension. Let's explore the other options just to see what we've got going on. Now hiring is Illinois and Rutgers. I really don't want to go to those field positions and now hiring, so I'm definitely gonna stick with my contract, because why would I want to go to any of those schools? So yeah, definitely not going there. Gonna go ahead and advance to the next stage. Okay guys, we're back, and this is the saddest part about college football, and you know, it's gonna be crazy to see who all we're leaving, or who all's leaving us, and so let's just get into it. Looks like Colin Thompson's declaring for the NFL draft. We can't let that happen. We're gonna go and guarantee him a national title, and he's gonna stay. So see, Dante Dowler, projected 7th round. I think we can get him up to the 3rd round. I'm gonna keep him. If these guys want to transfer, then you know, I'm all up for it. I'm gonna let them go. I'm not even gonna bother trying to talk to them if they'll even allow me. As you can see, we are losing Purifoy, Orr, Riggs, Roberson, Garcia, Ball, Joyer, Green, Gorman, Driscoll, who's a projected 4th round. I know I kind of cut him short throughout the season, but oh well. Kyle Christie, Ronald Powell. I'm really gonna miss this guy. He was a big key for me on the defensive side of the ball. I used him to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, so I'm really gonna miss this guy. Darius Cummings, Tyler Murphy, who kind of picked it up late in the season, and you know, was rated 93 overall, 1 point behind Driscoll. He's projected 7th round, and Driscoll's in the 4th round. So Quentin Dunbar, Mac Brown, Taylor, Brown, Silberman. So that's all the players that are leaving us. Let's see. Kyle Christie and Purifoy are top-ranked guys. Orr and Garcia in there, and Driscoll, and obviously Murphy and all those guys. So, you know, gonna be sad to see these guys leave, obviously, because everybody played their part. But you know, that's college football, and hopefully we can see these guys advance more throughout the my Madden franchise. So, you know, also I'm looking more for the new faces that are going to be coming. As you can see, Braxton Miller's leaving, Teddy Bridgewater. I'm actually trying to get in here to see if Johnny Manziel is going to stay or leave. I know he was close to winning the Heisman this year through the season, so it looks like he's going to stay another year, so that should be interesting. I would definitely want to put Texas A&M on the schedule. I know I've got to get Miami on there as well, so you know, I would definitely want to go against Johnny Manziel though, and really just see how he does in the game. I haven't got to watch him play in the game that much because I haven't played with Texas A&M but one time, and honestly I just read option the whole time because he's so fast in this game. And you know, 3 years in, his skills are going to develop so much, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's all the guys that are leaving. I'm going to go ahead and advance to the next stage, and I'll be with you guys in a moment. Okay guys, we're at the next stage, and this is just going to be a short one. It's the draft results and the transfer requests. I'm going to go ahead and look at the transfer requests, and we have no players, so nobody wanted to leave us to go to another school other than the ones that we saw on the last stage. So let's look at the draft results. Purifoy was a 1st round pick. Orr was the 1st round pick. We had a couple, looks like 4 2nd round picks, 2 3rd round picks, 4 4th round picks, a 6th round pick, and 2 7th round picks. So looks like Tyler Murphy did go in the 7th round, but we did have 2 players that go in the 1st round, so that is awesome. I want to see, it shows where Teddy Bridgewater ended up. He's the only player I can really think of right now that I'd like to see where he went. He was the 1st round pick, so he was probably the 1st pick overall, honestly, because I know he's going to be this year. But it'd be hard to pass up Johnny Manziel if he doesn't go. A lot of people is going to argue with me on that, but that's just how I feel. Also, Clowney would be a great pick for a team with that's struggling on defense right now. You know, if he can make the big plays like he did in college football, then he'd be a great player to have. So, anyways, again, I'm going to skip to the next stage. Alright, welcome back guys. I went on and skipped all the boring stuff, and now we're sitting here at the preseason where we get to look at the redshirt players and the depth charts and all that. So we'll go ahead and see. We got Skylar Morningweg, who's going to be a starting quarterback. He's ranked at an 88 compared to our last year where we had a 93 and a 94 quarterback. So Hopefully he can improve on the season. A 77 speed is really going to, it's going to take its toll on me because, I like those option quarterbacks. So, expect a lot more standing in the pocket and just passing the ball. We're not going to try to get this guy out and get him hurt. We're going to try to see what we can accomplish with our throwing game this year. Josh Poole is going to be our backup quarterback. He's got a 74. He's a freshman this year, so, we just brought him in. We do have Matt Jones and Kelvin Taylor in the backfield, so 92 and 90s. Hopefully we can keep on with our running game, maybe win Jones the Heisman Trophy this year. Fullback is a 42. Luckily, we don't really use him a whole lot, but we're going to need him. He's going to have to be there for blocking a lot. As you can see, we don't have any receivers ranked over a 90 overall or a 90 speed besides Fullwood. So, if speed becomes an option or a problem for us, then expect me to move Fullwood up and see what we can accomplish with him. Tight end Colin Thompson, who was a tremendous player for us last year. He caught a lot of important passes. 91 overall. 92 overall with DJ Humphries, left tackle. Our left guard is an 80 overall with the right guard of 81. Matt Davis is an 87 overall who's playing center. And Gibbons with an 82 overall right guard. Right tackle is Tyler Moore, 94 overall. Left end is Jonathan Bullard, 88. Right end is Dante Dowler, 93 overall. I'm glad we talked him into staying because the 86 overall would not be good for us. Defensive tackles, we got an 85, 84, 82, and 82. So a lot of 80s in here. 89 with Anzalone. He's a sophomore, red shirt, 89. Middle linebackers is going to be Morrison and McMillian, 92 and 85. Jeremy Powell, I'm so glad we have this guy because right outside linebacker, he put a lot of pressure on the quarterback as well this year. 89 is kind of a short ranking for him, I believe, but we'll get to really use him this season. Hargreaves at a 90 with a 93 speed, and we got Neil, who is a freshman with a 75 overall, but he's a 92 speed, so definitely gonna have those speedy cornerbacks. 94, 95 acceleration. Neil's awareness does bother me a little bit, but hopefully his speed can make up for it. Free safety is Brian Poole, 93. Strong safety, we still have Showers. This is his last year. He's a 93 overall. May's right behind him at a 90. So, we got two big players playing safety. Hopefully Showers can make up for some missed tackles and everything last season, but overall he had a great season as well. Harden with a 90 overall, so hopefully I won't be missing all those kicks anymore. Roberts is our new punter, 79 overall. Looks like we could actually bring Harden up to be a 90, but we'll just stick with him. Looks like we got some great potential kick returns. That's one of my favorite plays is kick returns. Also, punt returns is a lot of fun. I like getting those big touchdowns off those plays. So that's where we're at, guys. I'm going to go ahead and leave the depth chart the way it is because everything looked good. We can go ahead and move Mark Hayes. We're going to redshirt him his first year. Dan Jones and Battle is not going to be getting a lot of play time this year, especially with Kelvin Taylor and Matt Jones. So we're going to see if we can develop them a little bit more. Put Burns on red shirt. Kind of really debating on this one. I think I'm not going to redshirt him this year and see if we can bring in another player next year and put one of those guys on redshirt and try to rebuild our center position. Those guys both look good. Macklin definitely going on redshirt. All of these guys have already been redshirt except for the senior, who I'm obviously not going to take out. So nothing really going on there. Penn on redshirt. Lewis on redshirt. Gonna put Dixon and Williams on redshirt. We're gonna keep Brown off. Meeks and Young both going red shirt. Roberts and Thomas both are going red shirt. Wyatt and Hall. And I believe that's all we're going to have. We're definitely going to have to bring in a new kicker this year. And now the fun part, which is the custom schedules. And I did have a big request for Miami, so let's see if we can get them in here. There they are, against the Hurricanes in our second week. Obviously going to open up against New Mexico. Let's see if we can take Navy out and maybe get Texas A&M in here. No. Looks like we've got to have that team in there, an FCS school. Which reminds me, I actually want to see. No, we'll stick with Navy on this one. Missouri has a good team. Vandy has a good team. Ole Miss is in here. Oh, can't change that one. I wonder if I move this to open. Sorry guys, give me just a second. I'm trying to figure out who would be the best team to play. I'd like to get another shot at Ohio State, but I think I'm going to skip on that one. Let's go with Oregon. Oregon should be a fun team to play. They are ranked 6th overall. This could hurt us in the long run, but as you can see, we've got a really good schedule this year. We're going to open up against New Mexico State, play Miami, Missouri, Tennessee. We're going to play at Kentucky, at Oregon, and then at LSU. So we got 3 road games right there in a row. And then we're going to have 2 open weeks. And then we're going to face off against Georgia, Vanderbilt, play at South Carolina, and then Ole Miss, and finish it off at Florida State. And then hopefully go on to win the conference championship again. So, yes, I would like to keep the changes. And that's how our season's going to be, guys. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this, and I hope everybody's going to tune in next year, which isn't really going to be next year. It's going to be in a couple weeks. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the Madden 25 franchise. Hopefully I can win the Super Bowl to Miami Dolphins. So be sure to keep up with that series as well, guys, if you enjoy football. And as soon as that season's over, I'm immediately starting up the Florida Gators and trying to get a jump and trying to move along with it, with the NFL draft and all that, and then getting that game started up immediately afterwards. So, and eventually I'm going to be switching to the Xbox One, so I'll have the next gen Madden 25, and I'm so excited for Madden 15. I know they haven't really announced anything on it yet, but you know it's coming, so it should be a lot of fun. I'm sad that NCAA is dropped their license with EA, and there won't be another college football game. So hopefully there'll be some substitution in there, or Madden will integrate something where you can create your own draft classes and make it a little bit more realistic. So, that's just hopes for us, guys. Like I said, I hope everybody's enjoyed this video. If you got anything or you want to know anything, comment below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.